Consequences of being too nice. Think good people, and you're likely to picture generous souls with bright smiles. Most people don't look past the surface positivity to the darker aspect that typically lurks beneath. Being nice has the potential to be both harmful and beneficial. What you need to know about pleasant individuals and the downsides of being too polite. Number 1, the people who think that way are not always right. Nice, in your perspective, is the same thing as ethically decent. A lovely person, in your mind, is one who is always considerate and helpful, who would never intentionally harm another. This is not always the case, though. Being pleasant does not make one a good person. The opposite is true, such people can be extremely dishonest and manipulative. It's true that some individuals are genuinely nice, but that's only because they're using your kindness to their own advantage. As a result, they are willing to lie and manipulate to achieve their ends. Number 2, they are constantly concerned about others' opinions. Kind individuals always fret about how others perceive them. They are self-conscious not only about their deeds, but also their words and their physical appearance. That's why a good person would be reluctant to say something that might cause commotion, like expressing an opinion that differs from the mainstream. However, having to watch every word and action can generate significant stress for many people. This leads them to avoid sharing their true feelings for fear of offending others or facing criticism for doing so. Number 3, they have a fatal case of insecurity. It's natural to believe that lovely individuals exude a sense of self-assurance and safety, but research shows that's not always the case. They are terrified of confrontation, criticism, and rejection. Rather than being thought of as mean or harsh, they would like to be thought of as nice. These people mistakenly believe that they will be honored for their selflessness and compassion if they give up their own needs to benefit others. The truth is that they aren't coming out as particularly charitable in any way. On the contrary, it paints them as complete pushovers, always looking for a pat on the back. Number 4, the submissiveness of these people is excessive. Most kindly individuals will do as they are instructed, even if the orders are harmful or harmful to their own interests. They are afraid of retaliation and don't want to cause waves. They consider themselves to be agreeable and peaceful people who would prefer not stir up trouble by refusing to do as they are told. Obviously, this can lead them into situations where they act contrary to their better judgment and subsequently come to regret it. Number 5, their often high agreeableness individuals are more likely to be judgmental than those with lower scores, according to the research. They are more likely to form a bad opinion of a person than people of other personality types because they tend to take things personally. Self-righteousness is a psychological phenomena that explains how otherwise pleasant people might unintentionally become cruel. Number 6, passive-aggressive behavior is possible with them. To say that pleasant individuals can be passive-aggressive is probably not surprising. Because of this, they may cause problems for themselves and others because of their inability to effectively express their limits and requirements. Because they don't want to make you feel bad, they use sneaky and roundabout ways to let you know they're angry or resentful about anything. However, this approach can backfire if the harmful practices are so nuanced that the targeted don't catch on until it's too late. Number 7, they're constantly trying to make things better for everyone. Being a decent person has its benefits and drawbacks. The worst possible outcome of having a pleasant attitude is an excessive obsession with making things better. When it comes to their friends, family, coworkers, and even total strangers, nice people go above and beyond to make sure they're taken care of. In this sense, lovely people are compassionate listeners and trustworthy companions. On the other hand, they could go beyond in their efforts to help everyone and end up making matters worse. Number 8, people are easily made to feel selfish by them. Even kind people have the potential to completely destroy your self-esteem. One of their tricks is to single out an act on your part and portray it in a negative light. Nonetheless, all they're doing is trying to justify their own actions to themselves. A kind person can easily go beyond their own limits and take more than their fair share of resources without anyone batting an eye. Being so preoccupied with maintaining harmony and pleasing others that they neglect their own needs can make it difficult for them to realize this. Number 9, too many secrets are kept by them. It's not uncommon for kind individuals to be excellent secret keepers. In the context of maintaining the privacy of sensitive data, this can be an invaluable advantage. But it also means that they have to carry around secrets and taboos about themselves that they'd rather not talk about. This, like the majority of the other hazards described here, stems from an individual's inability to face the consequences of their actions and, specifically, their fear of being criticized, rejected, or abandoned. Number 10. They're hoping for way too much. Nice individuals are often the most helpful, yet they often have unrealistic expectations of others. This is a common source of frustration and anger. People who are always trying to improve themselves and their relationships are frequently the most critical of others. When others fail to meet the high standards set by a nice person, the nice person can become rather irritated. They don't realize that not everyone thinks and acts the same way, and that some individuals are just not going to be interested in what you want or need. Although being a kind person has been glamorized in popular culture, its drawbacks should not be forgotten. Many individuals believe they should always be pleasant to others, yet they fail to see the negative consequences of this attitude. When people put their attention on pleasing others instead of working to better themselves, they often end up hurting themselves and others. To encourage us to produce more videos like this one, a simple thumbs up or share will do. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, subscribe and turn on notifications. Please view our other videos while you're here. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it.